So I got me Christmas menu on the way, courtesy of some brilliant menus on the YouTube channel AvantGardeVegan, Gaz Oakley. So cheers to him, because as a result I'm going to have a smashing Christmas dinner. The first bit of it I thought I'd make a couple of days in advance, because I can just stick this in a plastic container in the fridge and then warm it up on Christmas Day, and it is an amazing plant-based gravy. So let me tell you what's in it. You can see I've prepped everything, and then I'll do it all in well, I'll tell you about it as I go along. So what's in each of the containers? The big bowl's got carrots, onions, mushrooms, garlic, leek and celery. And then the little bowl in the middle, the little dish, has got flour, tomato puree, thyme, sage and oregano. And then the coffee cup at the back has got, in amongst other things, has actually got some coffee in it. So there's a third of a cup of coffee, balsamic vinegar, Marmite, soy sauce, red wine, and the jug at the front's just some vegetable stock. So I'm going to get all this going, and then I shall come back when I've made a little bit of progress. So the first stage is all the veggies are in, and I've got to saute them for a little bit, just soften them up. Look at that, isn't that's gravy. Or it will be when it's finished. How fantastic is that? So I'll do a little bit more, and then we'll add the next ingredient. So I'm just stirring in the oregano, the sage, thyme and the flour, which is going to help the gravy to thicken. And you can see that's absolutely rendered down a little bit. I don't know whether rendered is the right word, but you know what I mean. It doesn't fill the pan like it did at the beginning. And that's starting to smell absolutely wonderful. So I'll just give that another whiz round a few times and then add the next ingredient. So what's going to start to happen now is the base of it's going to start to stick to the pan a little bit. So this is where we, us chefs, we call it deglazing. In other words, getting all those absolutely fantastic flavours that have baked a bit onto the bottom of the pan into the dish. So going in next is a mixture of red wine, soy sauce, Marmite, balsamic vinegar and coffee, of all things. Wow, look at that. You know, and this is the flavour that's going to be in this by the time it's finished is just... So then I'm just going to scrape around at the bottom of the dish and get all those absolutely amazing extra flavours off the bottom. Wow. Hey, did you ever see gravy made like this? As I say, this is all courtesy of Gaz Oakley at AvantGardeVegan on YouTube. Amazing chef. Whether or not you're vegan, he's just got some amazing recipes on there. I would never have ever thought of making gravy like this. You know, usually it's the granules in the jug and away you go. But wow, look at this! And it's not finished yet, so I shall be back shortly. So the last little bit of the process is sort of 750 millilitres of vegetable stock. I've put half a litre in, and this is just the last little bit. Okay, so, and then I'm going to leave that to simmer for 15 minutes. I'll tell you what, it smells absolutely amazing. So let's just leave that for now, and I shall come back again when it's finished. So everything's in there now. I'm just leaving that to simmer for 15 minutes so that all the gorgeous flavours of the vegetables and all the other ingredients all just sort of fuse together, if I can use that term. Well, I can use that term because I just did. And I had to open a bottle of red wine for this recipe, so I just had to have a little glass as well. I've been sampling this as it's been cooking. I tell you what, I could put it in a cup, in a glass, and just drink it. It's just fantastic. Because I like to fiddle about with recipes a little bit, I've added a teaspoon of garam masala, a little pinch of fenugreek powder, and a little pinch of asafoetida. I'd tell you what, it looks like a meat-based gravy. It is so full of flavour, you just would not believe. So I'm about to finish it off now and just strain it through a strainer. So there you go. It's just being strained. I'm going to press on it a little bit to extract the last of the juices, and then I think I'm going to see if I can put it in some cheesecloth or something like that and just squeeze, because this is still quite damp, and I'm sure there's absolutely loads of gorgeous stuff in there. So let me show you what's in the bowl below. There you go. That's the gravy. I mean, it looks fantastic. It tastes absolutely amazing. Even if I wasn't plant-based, if somebody served that up to me for dinner, I'd be going, wow. And I probably wouldn't even think to say what's in it, other than it tastes fantastic. So I'm just going to press this down a bit, and then I've got some cheesecloth in a drawer, and if it doesn't burn me, I'm going to try and put this in some cheesecloth and squeeze even more of the vegetable juices. I tell you what, it's just, yeah. Gaz said it was brilliant, and he enthused about it when he made it on his YouTube channel. And sometimes you do wonder when you see people on YouTube going, oh no, this is just fantastic, whether it really was as fantastic as they said it was. This is just delish.